Hey, good morning everyone. So I'm just finishing up my exercise, threw my hair up, put some mascara on, and I'm good to go for the day. I will probably be looking to meet with someone and talk about divorce and stuff. So this is a special ministry that they have for people going through divorce, to talk to them, to see, to get some blind spots you might have. So this is really healthy to do. So yesterday I was talking to a friend, like I said on one of my videos, and we were talking, nothing confidential here, I'm just going to give you the basics, about coming out of those unhealthy relationships and choosing healthy relationships. So she really kind of just really wanted to question me about quite a bit. I don't want to say I felt interrogated, because I didn't, but just Melissa, really, let's talk about this. Let's get in there. So she's like, okay, so you've come from a home that was broken, and then you went into marriage, and then you have a man leaving his whole family. You had to deal with post-traumatic stress from the abortion. Let's look at these healthy relationships, or unhealthy relationships going into healthy. So I've done a lot of work. She does, this particular lady is a new friend. I feel like bless me, I'm going to sneeze. Okay, so she's a new friend, so she doesn't know me very well. So she did say she realized she did cross the line. Like, I felt she crossed the line a couple times. And I do let someone know when they do that, because no one's perfect, right? Nobody's perfect. And there is, in my background, I do appreciate where I came from, and I always will. Because despite some of the challenges, there was a lot of good. There was a lot of good, and I appreciate that. But at the same time, we can grow, and we can be like, okay, what are those strands that are missing that maybe you missed developing in your childhood? Maybe you weren't nurtured. Maybe you didn't develop in this area. Maybe this. What about, I've done a lot of work to make sure I'm as healthy as possible. The abortion stuff, I took 2 classes for that, for forced abortion, family issues, in-laws. I've read about having a toxic mother-in-law. I've read about the narcissist. I've done a lot of deep work to help me go down, not to look at the past, but go down deep and say, okay, look at some things, and then once you've healed from them, and once you've looked at them and you've digested them, rise back up into yourself. And so right now I'm dealing with a husband who just totally left his family. Looking back at that, taking the extra time to say, okay, where could I have done something differently? Where could he have done something differently? And to look at all that, put it in perspective, and say, okay, how to move forward in a healthy manner. So that's what we mostly talked about yesterday, is moving forward in a healthy manner. She had, I don't think she'll mind me sharing this. She had someone in her family, I think it was her sister, her and her husband had a divorce, and they had a knockdown fight divorce, and it was all over a stool, like a $2 stool. They fought over it. And she was talking about how that stool had stayed in the family for years, and it really wasn't worth much, but it was just, let's knock each other down and have a fight. So look at your relationships. I so appreciate all that I have had. I'm not going to be bitter, and I'm not going to be like, oh, it was the worst thing I ever went through, and there was a lot of bad. Yeah, there was good, but there was a lot of bad. I'm not going to be like that. I am going to appreciate all the good and just move forward and continue improving yourself. So I have, I'm going to be doing another talk, not here, but I'm going to be talking on my beauty channel, and I'll be putting a link to this video of a husband who has had addictions. When I married my husband, he was in pornography, and I did not know it. That right there, ladies, bad sign. You do not want to get into a marriage like that. So I'm going to be talking about that on my beauty channel if you want to join me, and that's going to be a more intimate conversation for women. Okay, thanks for joining me, guys.